just normal fate. It's not the one I said. It's, blue... Was that always there? I don't know. What day is this? Day 6, okay. No, it's day 5 actually. It's day 6, okay. Oh yeah, it is day 6 because I started on the last month. The next day after normal morning I enter the living room to find a complicated breakfast table. Oh yeah, there's like 5 people here. Anything gonna happen this day or is it gonna be the same as last? With just eating again. Okay, sorry Sakura, I can't eat butter, but pass me that marmalade over there. Alright, read Tosaka-senpai. Seemed like you didn't like sweet things. Nonsense, no such girl exists. It's not that I don't like sugar, but I can't take it. But my goddamn, I go where you can't see, so I can only eat sweet things once a week. Is that so? Dude, I wonder if I'm gonna be able to kill everyone in this game. I couldn't get any of the thingies in Tsukihime. I got abandoned by killing Seal. Wait, it's still eating marmalade, senpai. Is that so? Is that sugary? I don't know. I eat sugar in the mornings. I have to eat at least a bit, or the backlash later on could get scary. What does that mean? I see, even if you eat only twice a day, it will get worse if you eat twice as much. That's right, hey, I wasn't going to say anything, but you should not say, but you have a small frame, but you're eating as much as Sakura. That's because I need to make up for that lack of energy. Because I have poor, thingy. Is that so? I think I am average. I believe the bread Sakura is eating is much more substantial than mine. That's not true. You, Tosaka-senpai, and I all have 2 slices of toast. Is that so? But the thickness is different, Tarzan. Are 1 centimeter thick, while yours are 2. So you're eating a lot. You are in your growing period, so it is good to get energy. How about eating not just 1, but actually finishing your share of in? I wonder if I got better at my magic thing or not. What was that? Did I knock out in the shed again? How come I'm starting the day here? I'm telling you, I can't. It's not like I'm Sakura and all the nutrition goes to my... If I eat a lot in the morning, it'll increase. It will increase. Oh, okay. I usually don't eat breakfast, so I'm compromising already. Tosaka-senpai, please don't talk about it in front of... Which one? Oh, me. Okay. You say it will increase, but why do you avoid using specific terms for it? What's about those things you can't see? Oh well, you can say Sakura so you can leave her out of this. So please don't talk about it. Am I gonna commit murder in this game at any point? Take a bite of the well-done toast. Perhaps my brain just doesn't follow what's going on in front of me, but I'm eating toast and not joining the conversation. Okay. Well, there's no room for me to cut into the conversation. If you want to join that badly, there's always room, but whatever. I guess I don't need to worry. They seem to have a good relationship for now. Sakura is the same as always, and Saber is more open than she was last night. Okay. Sakura is... well, still seems to be a bit resistant to Saber, but it doesn't look like she dislikes her. Ah! Your full green bar over here. So, Sakura's on this page, so is she also a master person? Maybe. I'm worried that Fujini isn't here, but she should be here tonight. The shock last night must have been a big one. Well, she will probably come and eat dinner, so I think she'll calm down by then. Am I gonna buy another servant person? Well, I'm not gonna fight, but breakfast ends and I start cleaning up. Okay. Haven't I done this since the first day? I don't think so. Empire is really okay, leaving all the cleaning up to you. Did I do that? Did I even do it the first day? I don't remember. Yeah, I'll do it. You have a club to go to. There was that incident yesterday, so you should go. Incident. What's the incident? Oh, that one, yeah. Yes, then I'll go on ahead, senpai. Cool. Sakura bows also to Sasaka and leaves the living room in a hurry. Cool. That leaves the three of us, which means once Sakura leaves, the three of us who know the secret remain. Okay. Then I should excuse myself as well. Please call for me if you need anything. Does Saber not realize when my character leaves at night, or does she just not care? I don't know what sleeping does. I see Saber, I'll go after Shiro. Who's Shiro? I'll look after Shiro, so please take care of this place while we're gone. Oh, is that me? Yes, please take care of Shiro, Rin. Bowing lightly to Sasaka, Saber returns to her room. Well, there's nothing to do here, so she must want to save her energy by sleeping, but... Geez, does she only think about fighting? Who? Of course, you should start to show some willingness, so Saber will lose patience with you. Even though her wound isn't healed yet, she's not one to stay quiet forever, right? Well, it's a Holy Grail war, so... A clicking sound. As she makes a scary comment, Sasaka turns on the TV. Oh, it's Tsukihime again. It's the weird Tsukihime remix. From the news again. The morning news streams from the TV. Is there another murder? I listened to it while watching the dishes in the kitchen. Well, the content is the same as the news I heard a while ago. They say there's another gas leak over in the Shinto area. That's stupid. That kind of thing is happening here too. Hold on. Did Sasaka say something really worrying? Sasaka, what do you mean by that? It's the people who are awakening with no obvious cause, right? People that have lost consciousness without an obvious cause carried off to the hospital in a coma. There must be a lot of them by now. There doesn't seem to be a danger in the victims' lives right now, but what happens in the future will depend on what the instigator decides. Is this related to the Holy Grail War or something else? Wait. Not really in the neighboring town, but over here too. Comas with no cause. Numerous victims. No, the problem is, Sasaka, are you saying it's the work of another master? Well, that's what I assumed as soon as I learned about the masters. And then, didn't you also make that connection when you got attacked? Did you forget? Who else could it be? Please get used to it, you are a master too, you know. That's true, but why didn't you tell me before, Tosaka? This incident isn't as simple. The master that put the boundary field at the school is third class, but this master is first class. Isn't killing anyone, he's just storing power by absorbing half of their lives. But it is true that the speed is slower, it doesn't break the rules of Meiji, and there's also no need to push it oneself. This master is doing the simplest form of magical energy, the life force, out to people in the city from a faraway place. A faraway place, can this person collect magical energy from such a distance? It must be a really skilled magus. Maybe they have a caster servant. Both Shinto and Miyama City only great Meiji can create an absorption that can cover 2 towns. Or maybe the master has secured a superior spiritual ground. Father was saying something about a ley line in Fuyuki City, so if one took up position there, it would be easy to collect life force. Is it where the park is? Because you guys both felt weird when you were there. Hey Tosaka. There weren't any references to it in Father's study, so if there's one, it'll be in the master's room. Oh man, that place is so weird even now. So I'd like to stay away from it if I can. But then all I can do is ask Kiri. No, I can't be in debt to him. What's with this hey Tosaka? Tosaka, hey. There's no answer. That's no good. Tosaka's immersed in talking to herself. Oh, okay. I reached the school gates with Tosaka half-heartedly. Okay. The fun grade has students arriving at the school, and the school is starting another normal day. But there's an odd feel to it. I went through this fun gate without noticing yesterday, but I can suddenly sense it if I look for it. How can I put it? It's calm that even my instincts go numb. It's so calm. You have like 8 days right with the boundary field, I think? You're right. The air is different from outside. It's like sweet honey. No, that's The way you feel it, huh? You're unskilled at detecting magic energy, but you might be sensitive to distortions in the world. Sweet honey? Tosaka ponders. But sweet honey, huh? Speaking figuratively like an introspective plant. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah, introspective plant. That image is really bad. Really? I don't think your instincts is off, because in the school everyone will be eaten alive when the lid of the boundary field closes. She sees through the aspect I didn't say, and I gasp. You gasp? Why do you gasp? As I thought, you're fun because you're easy to understand. This guy's fun? I don't know about that. Whatever, it's no fun for me. Don't get mad, but don't worry, because I know what you want to say. You're thinking you don't want to involve the students here, and I don't want to use this place as a battlefield, so there's only one thing to do, right? Just kill the master. Those are words to test me. Tosaka is telling me the Holy Grail war, the enemy I said I will fight against, the master who is going to drag innocent people in order to win is at this school. I know we have to find the master duke who constructed this boundary field and do something about it. And if he isn't willing to remove the boundary field, we'll just beat him to death. Yeah, I need to add to death here. Well, I guess you don't have to kill them, you can just kill the servants, but they can apparently just get more. That's right, I'm glad you understand. Well then, I'll look for whoever constructed the boundary field, so you go and check suspicious areas. Probably better to kill them, if they can just get another servant and try again. There might have been something I missed. You seem to be good at finding these points, so I'll let you do it. No, wait. They can only get a servant if you kill another master, and then that servant's wandering. So you need to kill their servant and then kill a master. Tosaka waves her hands and runs into the school building. Okay. Hey, you didn't say that. I have no idea what kind of place are suspicious, Tosaka. I don't know either. They put into your words somewhere where the air is sweet. Let's look for a place where the honey is really sweet. She yells back, running. I don't know where that is. And Tosaka disappears into the school building. What is she, running away suddenly like that? I don't get what she's thinking. Probably gonna go to class? Oh, the bell rings for home. The bell for home rings. I see. Hey, why didn't she tell me that if she knew? Why do you think you're going to school? I hold my bag and run full speed. After the incident yesterday, who knows what Fujini will say if I'm late? Probably not much. It's lunchtime, is it? Even though it's only a temporary release from classes, the students run around the school busily. Alright, I won't look suspicious walking around now. You won't? Okay. Am I getting a choice? I finish lunch in a few minutes and go out the hallway. There's no time to complain that I've never done anything like this before. The battle has already begun, so I have to find the suspicious place Tosaka was talking about in my own way. I guess I should start with places where there aren't many people. Well, an hour until lunch break. I hope I can get some good results out of this. I'm pretty sure she would have already been here and figured it out on her own, right? Unless you can't figure it out, I don't know. Maybe because you said that my magic thingy is bad, but I'm sensitive to like distortions in reality, and maybe you don't have the distortion power. After checking through the school building, I go outside just in case. There's nothing wrong with the grounds or behind the school building, but this area is too different. Could it be here too? There were several strange places inside the school building as well. Wasn't I here before? How come I didn't notice that? Unpopular places like behind the stairs or within empty classrooms. But this place is different. Apart from no one coming here, this is a place people come every day. Why didn't I notice? Talking about strangers, this place is the strangest. I mutter, grasping my chest. Why am I grasping my chest? This place is somehow suffocating. The thick wind and the moist air aren't just strange. I want to notice the smell and actually feel like throwing up. Tosaka was saying that there's a basis point for a boundary field. I don't know how many people there are, but this must be the first basis point around here. Must mean then there should be some sign of it. It's no good, as I have no skill in detecting magic energy. There's no way I can see the sign that's constructing the boundary field. Phew, I guess it can't be helped. I'll go and tell Susaka about this place and... What are you looking for, Emiya? It's this guy again, okay? Hasn't appeared yet. Turn around at the sudden voice. Standing in front of the deserted archery dojo is Shinji. Yeah, okay. Hey, what a coincidence. I came because I had some business in this area too. Did you happen to see it? See it? With a grin. Mato Shinji asks this happily. See what? There's nothing here. Oh, so you did see it, I see. So that's why you were here with Tosaka, that's right. As well as you rejoin up with other masters. You are a master. Shinji, you... Don't guard yourself too much, Emiya. It's you and me. Let's not hide anything from each other. I don't know who you are, but you forced into this ugly master role too, right? Shinji states it clearly without holding back anything. Which means you could probably of masters. Which means, this one could also be one. Could it be your master, Shinji? That's what I'm telling you. Oh, but don't get me wrong, I don't intend to fight with anyone. Well, I'll certainly retaliate with deadly force if I'm attacked, but I won't do anything when nothing's done to me. See, I'm like you in that regard, right? Shinji laughs. From his words there seem to be no doubt that Shinji's a master, but... Well, I'm also surprised to find out you're a master. Let's call us equal in that regard, so... Do you want to discuss something? Discuss, I don't mind, but discuss what? About what we do now. Like I said earlier, I have no intention of fighting, but others aren't the same, right? So I feel uneasy unless I prepare for some future misfortunes. It's troubling alone, but don't you think something would be possible with just the two of us? I don't think I should really be traversing this place by just myself. So in other words, Shinji is asking me to cooperate with him. Well, let's not talk here. Why don't we... We don't know if someone might overhear us, so let's go somewhere else. Yeah. My place would be good. Tosaka won't be able to notice it, and it's safe even if we're attacked. Your place? No. What are you talking about? Lunch break is almost over, so if you have... Are you stupid? We can skip class. Let's go, Emiya. I'm happy to know that you're a master, so don't, alienate me too much. I can't do that. People might be suspicious if we skip classes. I'm not gonna go to your place. You're going to murder me. Damn. You're really stubborn, oh I see. You're right, people would normally stay safe. But don't worry, I won't attack you no matter what. So, do I look like someone who would attack you from behind? Yes? Oh, I see, you're right. I certainly can't just follow you. Well, it's alright. You're a servant with you too. I won't pick a fight with such a dangerous opponent. Does Shinji think I have Saber with me? No, that's wrong. Shinji couldn't see a servant in a spirit form. That's why he's wrongly guessing that I have Saber with me right now. Let's go, it'll be no good if Tosaka finds us. Can't your servant sense that I don't have it with me? Saying that Shinji starts to walk away. I guess I have to follow him. You don't have to. I'm interested in what Shinji has to say, so I'll skip the afternoon classes. Oh, okay. We go up the road hill. There was a tall house up the side to my house. I guess Osaka's house is at the top, but I recall that Mato's house is a bit further below as if avoiding public eyes. So I'm going to this place alone, and no one knows where I am. Wow, amazing. It's an amazing building as always. I came here to play a few times during middle school, but I haven't been near it recently. I've been inviting since I've been estranged from Shinji, and once it was just Sakura didn't like me coming to this house. I wonder why. Even though it's daytime, it's dim inside the house. The building is made so that the sun cannot enter it, and there aren't many lights in here. I'm exaggerating, but you'd walk into the wall if you're not used to this place. Emiya, this way, I'm in the living room. I don't know when he went in, but I could hear Shinji's voice from the inner room. Why is he going alone? Even though it's been a year, my body still remembers this place, and I may even wait to the living room without getting lost. I think that other person already tried to kill you. How are you just fine with this? There's no kind of light in the living room either. We can't enter clothes and the sunlight is blocked off. There are no artificial lights and the living room is in the dark. There's a window there. Emi over here. I look over in the direction of the voice. There's Shinji sitting in a chair and... person. Have a go, woman like crystallized darkness. Let me introduce her. This is my servant, Ryder. Ryder, that's one of the classes, actually. Status. Ryder. I don't know what Ryder means exactly. They're not writing anything. I feel a chill. It's so bad that the back of my neck hurts. It's like it's been slashed. Aren't we going to talk, just the two of us, Shinji? I back up a bit and manage to say that, oh no, just a precaution. I'd be scared if you just came and attacked me. So I have Ryder by my side. Stretching his arms out, Shinji touches his black servant, Ryder. His black servant, because of the clothes. He caresses from her waist to her thighs as if tasting them. Okay. Ryder does not move at all. She stands there like a statue and keeps watch on me with her covered eyes. It just can't be just been an illusion that it feels like she sees even my fingertips shivering. You're like this even when you've invited someone, aren't you? Aren't you being a little too wary, Shinji? It was just a joke. I know you can't do anything like that. But your servant is a different story. Even if I had trouble training mine, it's not unusual for a servant not to obey its master, so think of this as just keeping a small check on things. Someone that doesn't obey its master. Suddenly right in front of me is different from Saber. Saber's quiet but not cold-hearted. But I can only feel coldness from Ryder. A human lacking humanity, a black figure like this colored blood. She doesn't seem like a servant of all heroic spirit. She's so inorganic with no sense of lightness. Okay. What does that mean? They don't seem like a servant. Ryder's a way to keep a servant. Ryder's a way to keep a check on my servant. I don't feel too good about that. Sorry, I'm just a novice, so I'm not experienced like you. Forgive me for that. It's not like I'm experienced either. Is that so? Then you should summon yours too. We would understand each other better that way. And it's more fair too. Yeah, that'll be great. Hey, Emi, I showed you mine, so you show me yours. That's not a good idea. Someone with me. So Shinji is wrongly guessing that Saber's with me. But there's no need to correct him on that. I refuse. If you're gonna keep me in check, that's fine. It should be enough if we're just here to talk. What's with that? Hey, I'm saying I want to see it. I don't know what you're being a snob about, but shouldn't you listen to me? Then our conversation's over. I didn't come here to show you my servant. If that was your plan, I'm going home now. Damn, alright, you're useless as always. Shinji comments discontentedly and leans back in his chair. Okay. Alright, let's get to it. Well, there's only one thing I want to talk about. Like I said before, do you want to corroborate with me? Yeah, I became a master, but I don't know about this Holy Grail war thing. I want to cooperate with someone I know rather than staying on my own. Are you doing that ritual thing or is someone else doing it? You said you have no knowledge on this war, but you could be lying. Hold on, I want to ask you something too before that. I'll ask you a question after that. What, you want to know why I became a master? I nod. As far as I know, Shinji isn't a magus. I have to know how someone like that became a master or I can't cooperate at all. You heard masters have to be a magus as a basic prerequisite. Even though I'm inexperienced, I know a bit of magic. I summoned my servant by accident and became a master after forming a contract, but did you summon your spirit by accident and get dragged into the Holy Grail War too? If that's the case, we're the same. It won't easily be able to refuse a proposal or cooperation if that's the case. You should never explain your own situation, you just said you're inexperienced. This makes you seem a lot less threatening. I see, you became a master by accident, huh? I see, good. That makes it more understandable. Shinji smiles delightedly. Well, I guess it's similar in my case. The fact that I became a master against my will is the same. But don't get me wrong, I knew what a master was, and I've known about the Holy Grail War for a long time. The Mato family isn't like your family. We're a respective line of lineage of Meiji. The Mato is lineage of Meiji? Well, I never heard about that. Hold on, then you and the sister Sakura knows magic too? Calm down, Emiya. The Mato family is a family of Meiji, but we're already dead. I guess the ancestors of the Mato family came to stand with Tosaka's family, but didn't adapt to the land here. Down the generations, what's the thing? The magic circle? The thing faded, and by the time I was born, the matter of blood had returned to that of an ordinary person's. Some members of the Mato family on Meiji were just a family that used to be Meiji. You guys were Meiji, and only the knowledge remains. My character isn't one of Meiji blood either. Yeah, unfortunately, but even if we don't have magical circuits, that doesn't change the fact that we're studying magic. It was easy to find out about the Masters and the Holy Grail War with a bit of research. Able to relax, even after suddenly being chosen as a master because of the teachings of the previous generations. I see, I became a master and understood the Holy Grail War because of Tosaka. Similarly, Shinji understood the situation because of the literacy passed down by his family. So in other words, you were taught knowledge taught just the knowledge of magic. Then did Sakura learn magic as well? Geez, you really don't know anything, do you? Look, I made yourself an old language, only knows teaches his secret arts to one. If there are two children, you only make the eldest son the successor. You get less power if you separate things into two, right? But they could have learned it secretly, I don't know. Meiji placed 10 magic into one crystal and leave them behind to create stronger blood. We don't make exceptions just because someone is from our family. So, a family of Meiji doesn't teach magic to anyone other than their successor. It's common for the children who aren't chosen as the successor to be raised without knowing that their family studies magic, or they are to be given out for adoption. I say thank God then. I'm glad. Sakura is a girl who stayed in a peaceful world without magic. I can't let her get involved in a battle that forces you to kill others without reason. She probably will get involved since they're here, but whatever. Well, now you know, Emiya. Even though I became a master, I'm not experienced with magic. Also, they have relations with 3 other masters, so they're definitely gonna get involved. Let's see, you can say, you can use a bit, but your knowledge is that of an amateur. See, don't you think we're a good combination? Let's cooperate since both of us, became masters against our will. You try to form an alliance, but the grounds are pretty shaky, and there's not much benefit. I don't mind that, but just to make sure it's just to protect yourself, right, Shinji? No, there's that, but we have to attack the enemy right in front of us first. Assume she considers me her enemy. Considers you an enemy, you mean Tosaka? Of course, she wouldn't be unkind to me if that weren't the case. Look, she's the type that won't forgive other masters. You should know that by now if you've been with her. I don't know what the reason is, but she let her guard down when she's with you. That perfect girl has her guard down. Don't you see that it's a good opportunity to defeat her? That's definitely not the right play. Saying that, Shinji puts out his hands as if asking for a handshake. Status screen update. Okay. What got updated? Oh, rise up. Mato Shinji. Female, 172 centimeters, 57 kilograms. Chaotic good. No, Phantasma's pretty good. I think they're both A rank though, that can hit Berserker, right? Yeah. Magic resistance nullifies all magic that requires less than 3 verses. It is difficult to hurt her even using great magic or ritual magic. Ability to ride things can ride even demonic and holy creatures if they are beasts. This, however, does not include dragons. Dragons? Alright. I won't cooperate with such an approach. No, I can't. Shinji really wants to protect himself. He should talk to Tosaka too, not just me. And, Shinji, do you know that there's someone who supervises the Holy Grail War? Yeah, that's priest of the church right here. They say he's a survivor of the last war, but I didn't get to see him because he seems annoying. I didn't go to see him. I'm not a major, so it's bother to be forced to follow the Meiji rules. That's contradictory. If he wants to stop fighting, he should go see your Kotemin first. Shinji, do you really know about the boundary field set up at our school? I know. I can't tell, but Vida told me what about it. Isn't it your doing? Tosaka said it was the work of a master at our school. No, it's not me. There's certainly another master at the school, so it must be him. There's another one? Tosaka said there was only one other. You trust Osaka too much. Well, putting that aside, Osaka is wrong. Who's the other one then? If I'm supposed to trust you, which I don't. The presence she can feel is that magic circle thing, right? Then I'm not a master she can perceive because I don't have a magic circuit to begin with. From the beginning, we're people that go under the radars of the normal masters. So there's 4 masters at the school. Okay, I see. The presence of a magus, the presence of the command spell, they are both things activated by magical energy. Does that mean Sakura could maybe have the magic circuit thing? Since the the other family members don't know about the magic thing and you might have secretly learnt it. Then if someone with that magical energy becomes a master, the only way to identify them is to actually see them. Osaka's method for searching for people with magic energy would not only overlook Shinji as a master, but she wouldn't notice him at all. It's because Shinji does not have the presence of a master that Osaka is searching for. Isn't my character the same? I see then. There must be another master that Osaka is sensing. I should go home and warn to Osaka about that. Then there's no reason to stay here anymore. At least you didn't say that out loud. Hey Emiya, what about the cooperation thing? I refuse and won't participate in being to Osaka or anything like that. Maybe you should have accepted instead of just outright refusing. Because now you might perceive you as an enemy. First of all, she hasn't done anything. Eventually I will end up fighting her, but she can be trusted right now and I want to trust her. Yeah, I think it'll be too late when something happens, but if you say so, I'll wait and see. Alright. Surprisingly, Shinji seems to have given up. He doesn't try to stop me from going home and he doesn't try to make Ryder attack me. He's a really difficult person. He acts like this, but he seems to try to be fair in his own way. Hey Shinji, I might be persistent, but does Sakura know about you? She doesn't, and I have no intention of telling her. I'm the successor of the Mato family and I'll let her be my sister and not know anything. That'll help. I want Sakura to stay like that. I don't believe you, but okay. Huh? I see. If you read about Sakura that much, I should thank you as her brother. Alright then, I'll tell you something good, Emiya. I don't know who it is, but one of the masters is nesting at the temple. Temple? You mean, Ryudo Temple? Yes, as my servant puts it. There's a witch up there. She's supposedly collecting souls on a large scale, so it'll be a problem if you don't do something about it fast. What? If that's true, then that is the 5th one. And if that one is collecting souls on a large scale, there's a high probability that is the course of the story on this morning's news. That's all. Well, Ryder, see him off. Emiya's on our side, so don't hurt him. As so ordered by Shinji, Ryder approaches me. No, don't be reserved. You're my responsibility until you leave the house, so it'd be troublesome if you got hurt. Oh, Ryder, you only have to see him to the front door. He has nothing to do with me once he exits, so treat him well until then. Shinji retreats into the back room. I look silently at Ryder. Ryder, covered in black hose, doesn't say anything. Surprisingly, looking at her, I notice that she has clean features. Okay. The long purple hair reaching to the ground only reminds me of the smell of blood. What? How? But at the same time I understand it's really beautiful. She's wearing this outfit so it's embarrassing to directly stare at her, but can it be that her outfit doesn't match her face? I don't know, I don't care. To put it into her face, she's a shrine maiden covered in blood. How? That contradictory appearance of one who is only both holy and evil is this servant called Ryder, but after all her work spirits beautiful. I think so. While looking up at Ryder's face, out of curiosity, hey, Ryder's tall for a girl. Ryder must be at least 170 centimeters tall. There's no time to calmly observe Ryder. It's a problem to be alone with Ryder, so I should get out of this place quickly. You should have left at the start or observed her when you first saw her, but whatever. Ryder really follows me out to the entrance. I wonder. She doesn't feel alive, but she might be able to answer me if I talk to her. Talk to Ryder. Keep away from dangerous things. Keep away from dangerous things. Maybe I should talk to Ryder, but I don't trust my character, so I'm not going to. He's gonna say something dumb. Men of virtue should not approach danger. No matter how beautiful she looks, Ryder smells like blood. That alone is enough to make me stay on guard around her. Well, and I'm not sure where I should be looking, so I don't have enough composure to talk to her. Is that so? What is it? I quickly look away, and there's nothing. Thanks for seeing me off. I start to run away. Okay. I run down the hill. The black servant sees me off quietly. Okay. Am I getting attacked? I descend the hill and return to the intersection. If I head up to the residential area on the other side, I will be heading home, but it's a master at Rito Temple, huh? An hour's walk to the mountain. Taking the mountainside road on, one can reach the mountain gate that leads to the Rito Temple. The Ryudo Temple is a large temple up on the mountain, as big as our school is. The cemetery is large, but more than that, it's a small world made up of 50 practicing monks. The people of the town are helped by the people of the Ryudo Temple, but they also honor it as a sacred place that is not to be visited lightly. Come to think of it, I haven't been to the Ryudo Temple recently. Ever since I went there last summer, to stay there as mental training. What? The temple's life gets really hard during the winter, so I was thinking about returning there during the winter. Huh? What is someone who boycotts afternoon classes doing here? Speaking of the devil or whatever, I went into Ryudo Temple successor, Ryudo Isi. Are you also a master person? Or was my information wrong I just received? Yo, is school already over? It's over already? Of course it's over. I'm heading home since I don't have anything to do with the student council, but is something wrong? You seem to be staring at the mountain. No, there wasn't anything wrong. I just felt like going home. The teachers would be out of business if people skip class just because they felt like it. So I'm asking, why were you looking at the mountain? Well, easy, it's a small thing, but has there been anything strange going on recently? Well, change is common, but nothing has drastically changed. The mountain is always peaceful, and peace makes up ordinary days. Sorry, Issy, I'm being serious here. How rude, I'm serious too. It looks like it. And then it's good. I guess it was just over-anxiety. Over-anxiety. Fine, if you understand, I wouldn't joke with you. With a cough, Issy calms down. But there has been a change, but I wonder. A change in the temple? Yeah, not at the mountain, but the temple is restless. She's apparently an acquaintance of my father, but we're taking in a bothersome guest. It's a problem because she's beautiful. Geez, why is everyone making so much commotion over one woman? Is it a servant? Woman, does Ryudo Temple have nuns? No, this is a special circumstance. I want to take a use of room until the wedding celebration. No, but this person is beautiful, so beautiful that it even captures me, which is getting water from the well. What do you mean a special circumstance? Hey, Issy, hey, listen to me. What class would that be? Assassin? Right? Yeah, that's the last one, I think. And caster, I guess. I haven't got a caster. So it's caster because this is a witch. Sorry. That is why women are bad. Reject lust and be calm, easy. The student council president starts to recite Buddhist scriptures. Jeez, he's so serious. So he's hard to deal with when he gets like this, you see? Yeah, you're right, you see. No problem, my training is insufficient, so I wish to purify myself more. Is he leaving? I can see me as he disappears into the back of the town. Okay. Sun is already setting by the time I reach my house. I'm home first just like yesterday. Saku and Fujini will be here soon, and Tasaka should be back too. I'll talk to her about what I heard from Shinji after Sakura and Fujini go home. There's no point in talking about it when those two are here. I decided I have to go and prepare dinner. Tasaka got me yesterday, and I have to try to put Fujini in a better mood. Cooking takes time and effort before love. If I am to go for a sure win, I'll have to spend twice as much time. Okay. So, after all, what happened is, what? I didn't lose to Saka-san, bully. Oh, I thought we were gonna skip to after the thingy, but okay. I'm talking about the taste of the food. It's the best dinner so far considering going to Fujimura Sensei. So I'm saying we should share it among everyone. I think she's saying something else. Saka-san said she didn't want to eat the food Shiro cooked. That's only in the mornings. I eat dinner like normal and we take turns cooking dinner, so it is my right to eat. If you don't like it, please take my place tomorrow. Ugh, that personality strikes precisely at my weak points. Man, I didn't think you were such a terrible student. That dumb. Eugenie reluctantly returns the pot to the table, and so the speciality returned. Prepared rice returns to the table safely. Hold on, Fujini. I've cooked a lot, so you don't need to hurry. I made enough for everyone. Munch, munch, munch. That's right, but Sensei, isn't that a bit too much? Munch, munch. Well, munching. There's 2 casts for 4 people is obviously too much. Munch, munch. It's not a cast, it's a pot, and it's fine. The rice is today's main dish, so there can be a lot of things. If there's any leftovers, I'll make some eyeballs and it'll be lunch for tomorrow. I thought they were eating Chinese food. Oh, they change. I guess it's Western next. Oh, can I have some too? I usually don't like fried rice, but this is exceptional. There are a lot of things. What exactly did you use? Munch, munch. It's basically rice mixed with mushrooms, right? There are also details like the way it's using citrus instead of fried things for the aroma. Munch, munch. Fine, I'll eat it over myself, then you watch. Eugenie must have given up taking the pot herself as she starts to eat really fast. She empties her bowl quickly and asks for another more in no time. Fine, but it won't. I will not hear you if you take it slow, Fujini. That's fine, I'm going to eat Shiva's food, so I won't give it to some stranger. She snatches away the bowl. I don't get it. That's too much food. Skiva is smiling awkwardly to Saka's, and then Fujini and Saber is eating her food. I put a lot of effort to make this, but it might have had the opposite of the desired effect. The dinner that was supposed to have Dosaka admit defeat ended loudly because of Fujini's strange actions. Right, everyone's gone then, right? Then see you, senpai. Yeah, Fujini, please take Sakura home. Yeah, I know, don't worry. Stepping lightly, Fujini holds Sakura's hand. Cool. What, Shiro, you look like you're wondering about something. Of course, I'm wondering, usually people can't move after eating that much. Really, it was tough, but it's fine once you swallow it. Okay. So you should realize the problem is that there's no limit to that tiger. Just as one would expect from a wild tiger if possible, I don't want it accidentally trespassing into human society. Then see you tomorrow, don't stay up late you two. Cool. Yeah, good night senpai. Yeah, good night Shiro. Alright. I see the 2 of them off and return to the living room. I said I had to talk to them after dinner, so Dosaka and Saber are waiting in the living room with serious expressions. Thanks, so what do you want to talk about? About the other masters, there's something I want to tell you guys. Saber raises her eyebrows a bit. As a servant, she must prefer battles where she uses her swords to these peaceful days, but her wound shouldn't have healed yet. The wound in her chest made by Lance's noble phantasma isn't something even Saber can heal quickly. Thinking about that makes me hesitate telling them about Shinji. I feel the same way as Shinji. I want to avoid starting fights, and I think the girl invited me swinging a sword is a desperate image. What? You don't want to tell them? Shiro, you have something to tell us? Yeah, right, but simply, I went and met with Ryder's master today. What, Ryder's master? When did this happen? Ridiculous, being with another master by yourself, what were you thinking? Whoa, hold on. Calm down, it's alright, I'm not hurt, so don't get mad. You don't get mad? No, I'm not mad. I'm only stunned by your actions. Me too, while it's no use arguing about what's done. So what's going on, Shiro? Tosaka and Saber glare at me with obvious anger in their eyes. Jeez, I thought they would say something about me being thoughtless, but I didn't think they would get this mad. We met him this afternoon, and only went because he wanted to talk to me. It's not like we thought. I can tell by looking, so what kind of guy was Ryder's master? What kind of guy? Well, it's Shinji. He called out to me when I was searching for the boundary field. He said he wanted to talk to me and asked me to follow him, so I went to Mato's house. What, Shinji? You mean that Shinji? Yeah, Ryder was obeying him and he knew about the Holy Grail. Well, according to him, the Mato family is a language of Meiji with a history. Huh? Well, yeah, that's true, but it can't be true. The Mato family was exhausted in the last 2 generations. No matter what they do, their children won't have a magical circuit, that's for certain. Sokka declares so. If so, Shinji and Sakura really must not have magical circuits. Yeah, Shinji said so too, but he said they still had their knowledge. Something about it being taught only to Shinji, the eldest son, so Sakura didn't know about it. And sure, he's a master rather like me. He said he doesn't have any magical energy, so he wouldn't be detected by your precautions. I see, I messed up. There certainly could be such cases. If they have grimoires remaining, he would be able to become a master. Then geez, my actions were totally obvious to him. I'm an idiot. Sasaka is mumbling, reflecting on her actions. Sasaka is close to perfect, but I think there are a few things missing. Is she? Unfortunately, they're the most crucial ones. That was a mistake on my part. I should have kept an eye on Shinji. If I'd known, I wouldn't have let him construct that boundary field. Oh, Shinji said the boundary field at school wasn't his. He said there's another master at school. Yes, that's true. It's obvious that there's another master at school, who we don't know about. But Shiro, don't tell me you're trusting Shinji's word, that he's not the one who constructed the boundary field. No, I'm not that good-natured, so as long as Shinji goes to our school, I think there's an even chance it's his doing. The alternative being the unknown master. Even, huh? I think you're still being very good-natured. Well, that's fine. That good nature is just the way you are, and that must be why Shinji told you his identity. Oh well, so what did you talk about Shinji about? Oh, he asked me if I wanted to cooperate with him. It seems Shinji has no intention of fighting, so he seemed to want to ally with someone he knew. Yeah, Shiro then you. No, it isn't natural to refuse. I only joined up with you. Even if I wanted to agree, I wanted to ask you first. Oh yeah, that is true, but didn't you say you refused? Yeah, like I said, I answered Shinji on my own. It wasn't something to debate. Or was I too hasty? No, not particularly. If you think your decision was correct, well, if you were the one asked, it's not something I can complain about. The way she mumbled so isn't like Sasaka at all. That was it from Shinji. But what I saw, Ryder isn't a strong servant, even putting Berserker out of the picture. I don't think she has the same presence as Lancer, and Ryder herself was more normal than I expected. If you think so, it must be true. When someone's true power is determined by their Nova Phantasma, please do not underestimate her until you find out Ryder's true identity. Nova Phantasma is at A+. Yeah, A+. Yeah, I couldn't tell at all which heroine she was. She and Lancer and Berserker feel like heroes, right? But Ryder didn't have that feeling. I felt like she was different from a normal servant. Different from a normal servant? I don't understand, Vin. Can you explain Shiro's strange feeling? I think I understand. Well, it's because the master influences which heroic spirit is summoned as a servant. The master and servant end up being similar people. So, if the master is a normal person, a heroic spirit similar to them will be summoned. And if a person with a huge sky is in their mind summons a heroic spirit with a scar in their mind appears as well. The strange feeling Shiro had towards Ryder must be that. A master with a crooked mind sometimes summons vengeful skulls, almost like heroic spirits instead of heroes. Vengeful ghosts, almost like heroic spirits. Could that be what you were talking about before? Yes, a mass murderer that enjoys the sight of blood and thinks nothing of killing people. Actually, there are heroes that would only massacres to their legends, so it's not strange for something like that to become a servant. Is that so? Certainly I could only smell blood on Ryder, but she didn't seem like a bloodthirsty killer. Well, that's all there is to say about Ryder. There's one thing, but it might be the most important. According to Ryder, there seems to be another master at the Rito Temple. I guess this master is collecting magical energy from everyone in this town. What did you make of this? Rito Temple? You mean the temple at the top of the mountain? Yeah, what does it mean to you? Does it mean something to you, Chisaka? Of course not, it's just the opposite. I've never been to the Budo Temple. I don't know what kind of master this person is, but nobody wouldn't choose to position yourself in such a remote place. Right, I was also surprised when I heard there's a master at Budo Temple. Even though it won't draw people's attention, there are many monks living there. If they act strangely, I think there'd be a quick uproar. I can't quite trust that story. And if it is the case, the Budo Temple is on the outskirts of the suburbs, right? To reach out to the Miyama city, and Shinto is more like a waste of magic energy than a great magic. Such large-scale magic is impossible even with magic energy collected from it. And Tosaka started to think with a troubled face. I'll not get Tosaka's opinion, so there's nothing I can do until she talks again. Now the story is very plausible. If one takes that temple, such magic would be naturally possible. Say by the temple, you mean Budo Temple? I haven't taken you there yet. Did you forget, Shiro? I participated in the Holy Grail War previously as well. I'm well informed about the city, and I know that the temple is a fallen ley line. Fallen ley line? Hold on. That's what my house is. Why are there two bulky of ley lines in one area? I do not know, but that temple is a place Meiji can call sacred. Here it is where the life of the region flows to, so it would be a very base to collect souls from a mages. Needs only to intervene in the natural flow to collect life forces from the whole city. I've never heard of that, but if that's the case, then it would certainly be possible for someone to steal life forces from all the people in the city. Are you gonna also inform them about the person? In other words, it's just an area that's spiritually superior, right? That's only natural. You don't build a temple anywhere else. Of course, you don't need to tell me that. I thought so. Temples and shrines have been built in sacred places to protect the town since ancient times. It's not the monks' place to promote happiness. Remove evil by seeing the ill-omened on that basis. It's only natural that the Mountain Budo Temple is one of those would be a sacred place. Hey, I do not want to consider this, but did you think that Budo Temple was just for show? Yeah, I did. Is there something wrong with that? Until now I thought that temple was just for show because it didn't have any practicing healers. Practicing healers, what is that? People who let ghosts go to heaven without using chants, faiths or prayers. Enlightened people try to do this with Buddhist powers, but monks without training haven't reached that level yet, so they have the power to create spells like ours. There's some kind of organization of those kind of people in this country, but think about with a magic association, so I don't know too much about them. No, more importantly, the temple. If that temple is a ley line, masters should try to take it immediately. That's strange. Why are people ignoring that place? Because the Budo Temple is there, right? They keep watch so it doesn't get misused. The monks at the Budo Temple are all pure monks in training. They aren't like us, so it's easy for a master to control them. No, I mean that is wrong. It's going to be easy for a master to gain control of the temple, but that mountain has a boundary field that is inconvenient for masters. A boundary field that's inconvenient for us? Yes, there is a spell on this mountain that tries to eliminate anything other than the natural spirits. It has no effect on normal humans, but it is a dreadful place for us servants. Eliminate anything other than natural spirits, then that means servants can't enter the mountain. It is possible, but our abilities would degrade. It is much like receiving a command spell telling us not to go near that place. Then how is it that the Masan Budo Temple maintains the servant? There is no boundary field once you enter the temple. Yet as the boundary field was originally a border to protect the temple, the boundary field is only something that projects through from the outside, so it has no other powers. Then, to make it inside, there's nothing that affects the servant? That's strange. If you close the temple up like that, the ley line itself would stop. You would have to at least keep one way to open, or it couldn't be considered the center of a ley line, right? Yeah. If you think in terms of the temple, it cannot refuse those visiting through the proper entrance. They may be following on this idea, but I heard that the road leading to the temple does not have the boundary field. At the temple, only the gate does not have the power to command the servants. I see. That must be it. Because of all the gates, the air That will stagnate, Only the main gate, That is all I can tell you. So please come up with a plan if we have proven that there's a master, so I believe there's only one action to take. Are we gonna attack tonight? I wonder what Saber wants to say. He always tell me that since the location of the enemy is known, all that's left is to attack, but I'm going to pass on this. It seems like a trap, and honestly I can't take any action with this little information. If we're going to get to their homes ground, you should at least wait until you find out what kind of servant they are. Is this you saying this? As unexpected, I thought you would go and fight. Go ahead and insult me, Archer isn't fully healed yet, so I'll remain a spectator for a while. I understand then, Shiro, let us go to the temple by ourselves. It's no good idea. Saber says this as if it's a natural thing to do, but that's... Yeah, no. We're going to die if we go. No, I feel the same way as Osaka, we shouldn't go there yet. What? Are you saying you will not fight either? No, wait. What was I resting my body for until now? Now I don't know where our enemy is, we have to attack. I know that, but we have to wait, Saber. If the master at the Rito Temple is that careful, there'll suddenly be a trap. It would be suicide to go there without any plans. As Osaka says, we should wait until Archer is healed. Such danger is normal. I have never expected to earn victory without getting hurt. And if the enemy's trap pierces my body, I can fight as long as I do not give them my neck. It is enough for me to beat the master, no matter what injury I bear. Saber... My magic power can't heal you, apparently. Don't say such stupid things, it's never okay to get hurt. Why are you saying that? The reason is that we don't have enough magical powers to heal her, so we need to be more careful. As your master, I can't let you do something so dangerous. That's right, going to the Rito Temple is certainly a suicide attack. There will be obstacles on the road heading to the temple. It's fine to accept that and go, but heading there without any plans is suicidal. No matter how strong Saber is, she has me as a handicap. She pushes herself and fires, and if the result is just like what happened at that time, I can't agree to that. Also, haven't they been like draining souls, so they have like extra power? What are you saying? Look, Master, someone's not meant to get hurt. I will not allow my master to avoid a fight in fear of that. It doesn't matter if you don't allow it. If you're going to push yourself, I'll stop you as many times as necessary. If you don't want that, heal yourself quickly. You're not fully healed yet, right? It shouldn't interfere with my fighting ability. There's no need to consider prolonging a fight due to my wound. Saber's will to fight does not change. Jeez, why don't you understand even after I tell her this much? Okay, fine, but I can't agree that easily. You asked a berserker before. You're going to push yourself and fight and get both you and me defeated again? Don't kid me. I don't want to be killed. Don't want to be killed that miserably ever again. So I thought she would argue right back, but instead she takes a breath and... Picking that up is unfair, Shiro. She says as if apologizing. I'm sorry for being unfair, but I won't be attacking anyone yet. I can't just ignore the master of the Rito Temple either, but we're not in condition to fight. If we fight like this and lose, who will stop the master at Rito Temple? Look, we'll be attacking only after your wound is healed, and we're in perfect shape. If you have any complaints, go find yourself another master. I don't think I can do that. I understand if master says so. After answering in a quiet voice, Saber falls silent. Sure. When's Archer gonna come back? The conversation is over. Zaka's returned to her room and Saber returns to her room as well. Staying alone in the living room, I regret what I did. No, it's too late already. I could have put it another way, so why? Why what? Why could I only commit to using the words that make her look like that? Does it matter? I don't think it does. Day change. Interlude. 6-1. It is the quiet winners. What? Interlude. It's a quiet, windless night. The time is past midnight. There's nothing moving, and every living thing is asleep. A settled darkness. The town is like a dark sea that only has the moonlight to illuminate it. The clouds are moving. There is no wind at the ground level, but way up in the sky, the air is roaring and letting the overlapping clouds flow. There was some wind. Maybe she could hear the wind. Looking up at the wind in the sky, she murmurs quietly. Who does? The one standing quietly in the yard, glaring at the sky, is a girl called Saber. Is she? Okay. The girl hair is beautiful, even in the dark, and her clear green eyes are watching the appearance and disappearing moon appearing. She casts a glance to the corner of the yard. There in the old shed, her master is sleeping inside of it. Oh, so she does now. It doesn't matter if you say you do not want to fight. A clang. The echo of the steel blossoms the night without reaching anyone. The moon disappears and appears. In the instant, the clouds in the sky floats past. The girl's appearance has completely changed. Are you going to go? Heavy, hard silver armor. Figure covered in blue clothes is not something you can call a girl now. Impregnable defense made from magical energy overpowering others. And an invisible sword, hidden by magical energy beyond human levels. That figure said to be invincible on the battlefield proves their existence to this day. With the invisible sword, Her Majesty proves that she is an excellent swordsman. This is why she is Saber. The one said to have the greatest power of the seven servants, the hero of the sword. A knight among knights, true to decorum and acting on its master's order. Whatever the other heroic spirits may be, she is an ideal swordsman who will not disobey her master. But that ends today. She is hereby disobeying her master's order. No, she is not disobeying her master. She has considered how to make her master win, and the result of her decision is this. Very poor one. He is too easygoing, who will just be killed by another master like this. The master at this time will not be able to face his personality, so it will be her role to devote herself to being heartless. If the master is not going to fight, his sword will have to fight. The wound has not healed yet. I cannot hope for supply of magic energy for my master, but still, there will be no hindrance in battle. Performing her own ability, she returns her gaze to the moon. She has no more interest in this shed her master is sleeping in. As she has taken arms, don't think in her is the will to defeat her enemy. That's not good. The moon glooms. Just as a large cloud covers the sky, Saber jumps over the wall of the house. That's not good at all. She runs through the darkness. The silver night runs through the sleepless town. There's only one destination, the sacred mountain on the outskirts of the town. The Rudo temple located on top of it. Even Saber understands how hard it will be to single-handedly kill the master of the temple. As Shiro says, it is obvious she will suffer great injury. In the worst case, she'll be the one killed. But what kind of servant would she be if she couldn't do something like this? The servant is supported by their superior ability and the pride they have built up. They have pride as a hero and confidence that they are the strongest who have fought through many battles. She has a heroic spirit passed down and honored from the ancient times. So the defeat will not be accepted no matter who the enemy is. Oh, acceptable. No, even imagining defeat is unforgivable. Even though some charges pass remain, she has no exception. Because she is crowned with the name Saber, she cannot ignore her pride. Her pride will not allow her just to observe when faced with an enemy. You're gonna get yourself killed, I'm gonna get a bad ending. Therefore, she will not falter no matter what kind of trap is waiting, and all she can do is challenge by herself. Was I supposed to talk to Ryder? Was that it? So I can convince her better? Or was I supposed to say we should go, but then Tosaka shoots us down? If they say there is no chance of victory, she'll create one with her own sword. The sword is in her hand as a fine sword that has defeated many foes. As she has the invisible air, there is no fear for her. She runs through the mountain pass and up the road to the temple. What awaits her after the mountain pass are great stone stairs. This is certainly what stairs. This is the Vido temple she remembers. The air is stagnant, the wind is dead, the laydown on the land is already contaminated. This place is a land of death. Once entered, one would not be able to exit alive. You're still gonna go, okay. But there's no hesitation. Saber's speed does not drop one bit as she runs up the steps. Saber runs through the scene. The sound of her kicking the stone steps echo in the air, and the mountain starts to squirm noisily. There are long stairs. The temple gate is far away, even for Saber who's running like an arrow. To run such long distance without being detected is impossible. There will certainly be a surprise attack. The gate should be easily reached. But no matter what scheme awaits, the only thing to do is to defeat her in advance. And nothing can stop her now. Even if Berserker appears, she'll break through it. This is a product of her determination and confidence. Theory feels so complete that she can break through any obstacles. No, good idea. And at the top, when she's about to reach the temple gates, that obstacle appears. What's the obstacle? The samurai. Saber stops, even she determines to be an enemy. Even she determined to be any enemy is surprised by this enemy. A natural motion, the gallant figure of the man that appears as far too lacking in enmity and unbelievably free of any openings. You, stopping Saber, readies her invisible sword. The man with the moon at his backside, backwards, Saber's killing intent as if it was just a light breeze. A samurai. She must be surprised by an opponent she has heard of, but never seen before. The Second Holy Grail War. Even for she who has seen many heroic spirits, this is a first for someone like this. Sweat forms on Saber's brow, not because of fear, but because it is incomprehensible. It's not as if there hasn't been a strange servant like him before. There should be no someone more mysterious and suspicious than Archer from last time. In comparison to that, the servant in front of her has no fearful aspects, nor fearful weapon. That is why it's strange. Nothing felt from the man. There's no doubt he's a servant, but there's no sense of magic energy, he was no phantasma. Was he the assassin? So beating him should be easy. It's not going to be easy. It is true that this match would be over in one blow, but her instincts tell her this. Do not underestimate him. This servant has a way to seize a certain kill. She cannot approach. It could be said that the range of this man's weapon is, the Japanese katana is hard to judge, but above it, Saber's location is at a disadvantage because she's down the stairs and he's above, yeah. Above and below the stairs, there is about 5 meters between them. She would consider, certainly would see the sword before she could run up and rush at him. But nothing could be felt from that sword. It should be easy to repel it, so she should not hesitate and rush in, but Saber instinctively understands she cannot close in without care. She adjusts her stance slightly and glares at the enemy in front of her. His identity is unknown, but she should at least determine the class of this samurai. Ask her, which servant are you? Saber asks, not expecting an answer, with a smile. A servant's assassin. Yeah, he is an assassin. Sasakari Kojori. The servant says as if singing. What? It's unnatural for Saber to be surprised. Someone should hide their identities. When in the world would you find someone that just comes out with it himself? What are you? Is it rude to ask like that? And it's only natural to name oneself before matches, is it not? Well, the most of the opponent is a fair one as you are. I would not expect for you to make a face like that. Assassins. The man who called himself Sasuke Kojo continues as if Saber's continues as if enjoying Saber's confusion. Saber surely does not know that this servant is a swordsman who wields a katana called Monoho Shiso. I was often rumored to have no match in the larger world. No, what would change even if she knew? Her birth is unknown, and even his existence is remained uncertain. His birth. His story was only told through word of mouth. There was only one who knew the existence of the swordsman, that being the worthy rival of this rare skilled swordsman, the one being his only enemy, who defeated the man Sasuke Kojuri. One cannot call this person a hero. The seventh assassin Sasuke Kojuri is in existence, quite unlike Saber, or someone who would know the skills of a swordsman who is usually not treated as a hero. But there are two truths in front of her right now. That this man in front of her is an enemy and that is he has given his name. You have me. It is etiquette of a knight for me to introduce myself if I have given you your name. Saber's voice in reply is heavy. For her, it's too risky to say her true name. She cannot reveal her true name no matter what push she receives, and she has no intention of revealing it. But that is only for the sake of victory. She cannot disgrace the faith of the knight for such a thing. You called yourself, Kojiro. Servant, assassin I am. Stop, I see you are the kind that you introduce yourself in return if given my name. No, it was I who was rude. Clack. Assassin descends the stairs elegantly and confronts Saber. You're King Arthur. I don't know what you were gonna tell him there. Since you're, I don't think your swordsmanship or whatever honor thing doesn't really matter with the Holy Grail War. I do not intend to know my enemy like that. For us, these swords shall be enough to know our enemies. Am I wrong, Servant Saber? What? It should not be surprising. I do not know what it is you are, but holding the presence of your body is that of a swordsman. With that dazzling beautiful aura of swordsmanship, who else could you be but Saber? Another step. Assassin descends the steps and directs the point of his sword at Saber. I do not care about your true name. There will only be the fact that servant Saber suffered a defeat by my sword. There is nothing to discuss from the beginning. Such beings are they not? The swordsman smiles happily. Hmm. Are you going to die, Saber? I see certainly that is true, as she raises her sword close to him. That is good. Then let us duel, Saber. I must see your sword skills said to be the best among all servants. Moon. The silver glide jumps, harness, and softness. The fight between two very different swordsmen begins under the moonlight. Eh. Interlude out. Stays and weapon updated. For assassin. Okay. Ah. Um. Sasori, Kojiri, male, 176 centimeters, 63 kilograms, neutral evil, presence, concealment D, hides one's presence as a servant, suitable for spying. Huh. A master swordsman whose existence is undoubted, even though his name remains. He is a handsome man who uses this 90 centimeters long sword, Mono Haz Shizo. He was born in the Iryoku era, and it is claimed that he's gained fame around the 10th to 17th century of the Kiko era. But the truth is still a mystery. This is because all the books that note him are inconsistent in terms of years, and his name is not even mentioned in the book of Gorin no Shoen, written by his greatest rival, Mimiyato Mishiya. According to the records, Chijoro is from the Eskizen country and studied under the originator of the Todo style. He favored a longsword, and after defeating his master's younger brother, he named his own style Ganuru. After that, he traveled around the country as a master swordsman. It is said that he developed his Yujutsu technique, um, Tsubam Gacy, which could even kill a flying swallow around the Niski River in the Shura region. After that, he terrified swordsmen around the country and battled against Miyamoto Mishima at Fanajima to maintain the reputation of the domain he served, dying in the process. Because of the sword's length, he could not fight while holding onto his sheath, so he threw away his sheath in front of Musami, Musashi, Musahi's court when he saw that Kikuro you lose is all too famous. Um, Mimiya Musashi was one of Japan's best swordsmen. Sasuke Kojiro is known as Mimiya Musashi's a worthy rival, but his real figure is hazy like the moon on water. Why is said there was a person like him? We have to say the figure of Sekiro Koji passed down to the present is a fictional swordsman. Hmm. Mind's eye fake a resistance to changes invisibility caused by visual interference, also called sixth senses or prescience and innate talent to sense danger. Fake. Alright. No phantasmas unknown. Your luck is really high. Same with your agility, jeez. I'm being outclassed by in everything. Well, magic and magic and concentration, strength, I guess. Alright. I wake up with a burning pain in my chest. I think I've had an ominous dream. Body's sweating even though it's winter and I'm breathing hard. But my chest hurts. It feels like my heart is hot. No, it's more like I'm forcibly having heat driven into my heart from outside. From outside, a small doubt. Before I think, could it be my body starts to run? Saber, you here? I went to the room. You should use your one of your spells. I opened the surgery and went into the room Saber should be sleeping in. She's not here, don't tell me she... No, it has to be. She's not here, she must have gone to Ryodo Temple by herself. AJ, why? You're not fully healed, so why? I'm not so angry, it gives me a headache. Why doesn't she obey me? I didn't say I don't want to fight. I just... don't want it to be her like that. Cute. Nothing will happen staying here. I have to hurry to Ryodo Temple. No, you don't. You could use one of your things to get her back. Can summon her back. You got three of them, don't you? I can't let Saber fight alone now. I don't know what's good I'll be even if I go there, but there should be something I'm able to do. Don't go there. You're a girl, so be more docile. I run outside without changing. Take out the bike near the entrance and start to pedal with all my might. Why are you going to the... Why are you doing this? I go down the hill with no brakes. About 40 minutes to Ryodo Temple even if I hurry. I don't know when Saber left, but I have to catch up to her, and every minute counts. What are you doing? Interlude 6-2. The points of the swords cross. The swords are swung many times. Numerous blows. The sword and the counter repel each other, scattering sparks. Do this a session of more than a dozen few blows does not change the position of the two. Assassin positioned above does not retreat even a step, and Saber trying to ascend the stairs is unable to draw nearer, and uses these to waste time and spirit. Ha! Saber rushes in again. Assassin swings his longsword without difficulty in a defense completely against Saber's charge. No, it isn't as simple as defending. If Saber's sword is lightning, Assassin's sword is a hurricane. Even though it does not match Saber in speed or power, its elastic track parries Saber's every blow. It doesn't match its speed, and the counter increases speed and flows towards Saber's neck like a strong wind. I thought he had higher speed, but I guess he has higher countering speed. When Saber steps in again after avoiding the attack, the sword she avoided comes at her again in no time. And contrary to the path Saber's sword takes, Assassin's sword takes a curved path. Assassin's blade is grateful, but since it moves in an arc, it does not take the shortest path, so he shouldn't be able to make it in time. You can Saber's sword moving in a straight line, but there is something that Assassin that reduces that difference to 0. Cute. The charge stops, and Sword wants to make it in time against the sword counter-attack. She steps back knowing the only way she can avoid it is to retreat. Assassin's sword play is fantastically beautiful, but at the same time, it is so fast that it is hard to follow. In that contradiction, because of Assassin's skill or the unfavorable position of attacking someone on the high ground, without a defensive advantage she avoids the sword pursuing her, parries the point trying to pierce her neck. When she notices she has retreated a few more steps, it's such a long sword, it should be easy to go inside on him once she has parried it away once, but she somehow cannot manage to do so. The enemy's excellent skill and the definite disadvantageous ground provides a lip thinking she would not have this much trouble with that longsword on the flat ground. Yeah, probably. This is incredibly hard to fight against. I did not imagine an invisible sword would be this troublesome. Assassin does not move. For him, this is only a battle of defense. He has no need to chase the retreating saber without reason nor forsaking the advantage of higher ground. I believe this is the first time you've ever seen a katana, is it not? My style is unorthodox against one of average skill. My first strike would have relied them over their head. I'm happy you could defend yourself so far, Saber. And on top of that, your drivers are marvelous. You're able to do so much with that small fit body of yours. Your body must have indeed be well trained. As he has no need to keep attacking, Assassin observes Saber calmly. His sword wavers, losing strength. She cannot charge it as if that is an opening. There are no stances for that man. He can only use that long sword if he can swing it from any position. What it cannot be that this is the end. That invisible sword is not just mere show, is it not? Quit your impudent talk. They're going again. The sword and the katana crash. Alright, I'm correct. You are correct. He also stops in empty space. Assassin Smalls looks at his sword blocking the invisible sword, parries his sword end. Saber defense from the blow to her neck. You have a lot of neck shots, aren't you? Even Saber knows that it is because of her invisible sword that she's able to block Assassin's unfamiliar techniques. The invisible sword confuses the opponent's senses in both offense and defense. I suppose Assassin does not follow through too much, as he does not know how long Saber's sword is. It is too dangerous for Assassin to close in on Saber. She's probably going to test it out and figure it out over time. If Assassin ever goes to attack Saber, that will be when... Saber tries to smash Assassin's head. That blow is perfectly dodged by Assassin, who merely retreats a bit. Alright, I see it now. The blade is roughly 3 saku, 90 centimeters long, and 4 san, 20 centimeters wide, 12. The shape is, like your name, Saber is a typical Western sword. He talks calmly, but it does not even need to be said how good his judgment is. Saber's blows are too fast to perceive, even if the sword can be seen. But not only does he defend against the invisible sword, but he has figured out its shape. I cannot believe you. You have measured my sword without using any magic nor exchanging blows with me. Weren't you just exchanging blows? Or are you surprised? But this is just a street performance, as I'm an unorthodox sword user. I only improve on such techniques. I see it was your way of fighting, not to meet any of my blows, but parry them. I see the term unorthodox comes from how much of a coward you are. No, no, forgive my rudeness. Is in not to lock in blades with you. I have this long sword. It will break if I fight off your sword. It might be your style to compete in power, but I cannot do so. I cannot lock blades with you and compete strength with you. The katana is always such a sword. Western swords can cut for their weight and power, without blades cut with speed and technique. It's no wonder our fighting styles are mismatched, is it not? But well, this is something entertaining. Now is a good time, Saber, stop hiding your true powers. That's not you saying I'm going easy on you? Are you saying you're not? I do not know your intentions, but you're taking me lightly, fighting with your sheath on. Are you telling me that I'm not ready to fight seriously? Your sheath was on? It seems that if you will not comply with my request, fine then. This is it. If you're not willing to do so, I will show you my secret technique first. You're taking your sheet off the Noah Phantasma thing? Saying so, swordman with a long sword comes down next to Saber. What? The relinquish his advantage of being overhead is the same as losing for Assassin. Assassin is certainly a skilled swordsman, but that is only with the conditions of these geographical features. If they are to find the same level, it is impossible for Saber to repel Assassin's attack and slash his neck. But Assassin would not know this as well. It is possible. So why? Be ready or you will die, Saber. Saber's instinct reacted to that voice. He's telling the truth. Probably, yeah. You rushed without thinking. It is not advantageous at all for Assassin. The Saber that Assassin has come down. The instincts that have got her through numerous battles warn her of her misunderstanding. She readies her sword at once. There's no time to hesitate. She only has to attack with her sword before Assassin swings his longsword. Moon. Oh. Phew. There's about 3 meters of distance between them. With a Saber trying to charge in, Assassin stands ready. That is a sense that the swordman has not shown in this battle. Secret technique. As Saber charges in, the longsword is useless now. As long as she's inside his range, her length will backfire. But to sap beam, gassy. This logic does not work with the swordsman. The lightning strikes, an evil strike that attacks with speed overwhelming Saber. Evil. Why is it evil? But it is not. Saber cannot block such an attack. She moves her second sword into defense and she repels Assassin's full power attack. Got her human assassin will have an opening if that attack is repelled. In that small instance where she tried to slice Assassin's stomach. In that instant, Saber trusts her instincts and rolls down the stone steps. She rolls down as if fleeing. She doesn't even stop for her landing. Saber spins her body frantically and rolls down the steps without killing her speed. Saber stops rolling and stands back up. She stares at the swordsman standing calmly. Oh, you have dodged my secret technique as expected of Saber. You are unlike the swallow. I do not believe it. That cannot be. No, it is not. It is nothing much. It is just something I thought of when considering how to hit swallows. His sword. He raises his longsword a little, as if to trace the movement of the technique that inspired fear in Saber. Can you see it, Saber? Swallows avoid the sword by feeling the wind. It does not matter how fast your sword is. You cannot swing the sword without shaking the air, correct? The swallows feel the shaking and change the direction of flight. So no one could kill the swallow with one blow. No matter no matter what kind of blow it was. A sword is only a straight line after all. It's only natural for it to be unable to apprehend the swallow, which can move vertically and horizontally. You have to surround his escape route. Use one blow to attack the swallow and use your second blow to catch the escaping swallow as it reaches the wind. But they are fast. The second blow cannot come in time with this longsword. If I wanted to get the swallow, I would have to do both attacks at the same time, but such a thing is beyond human abilities. Actually, I kept such a thing was impossible, but unfortunately I had nothing else to do. They say determination is the key to success, but when I noticed this, I was like it. It was like this. A worthless idea to kill a swallow became a secret technique that creates a prison with many slashes. Okay. In her mind, Saber disagrees with Assassin's words. It's wrong. That technique is not as simple as that. About the same time, no. Its 2 blows came at exactly the same time. Assassin, Sasaki, Kojumu, longsword doubled his existence for just in that instant. Multiple dimensional refraction phenomenon. Chizuru Kelgretch, a servant that has reached the level of no phantasma with a mere skill. That fact is what should be admired. That one blow made it clear. Sasuke Hoju does not have no phantasma like heroic spirits have. He only has demonic techniques made possible by his godlike skills. It is not impossible that this mere human is equal to heroic spirits armed with no phantasmas. But the foothold was bad. The Subame Gacy originally has 3 slashes. This space was a little wider. I could have added the horizontal slash as well. I would assume so. It would not have be effective without that. Even everything, if everything happens at the same time, the second blow has to be slower to compensate for that. There should be a third horizontal attack to prevent the opponent from dodging sideways. You catch on quickly. That must be why you were able to avoid my secret technique. And you're a wonderful Saber. I have to curse myself for being summoned in this world, but that won't tonight. If I'm able to battle with someone I can to use my secret techniques on, it'll be well worth being summoned. Assassin raises a sword once again and comes down the stairs. He must be after Saber's neck. Saber's not confident if she'll be able to avoid that secret technique again. Like Lance's Gale blog, Assassin's to Bane Gacy is something that cannot be allowed to begin. Now, unlike Gale blog, that allows you to find a countermeasure. Once you find out, it will go for the heart. There are no possible counters for Assassin's secret technique, even when you know about it. If there is a countermeasure, it is only not to let him use it. To beat Ashias, she must attack you with her strongest sword before Assassin uses this technique. I see certainly you are not someone I can go easy on. She lowers her arms. She lowers her sword as if stuck to the ground. She glares at the assassin who approaches her. So you're finally raring to go. Assassin stops ascending the steps and readies himself for a certain kill. Saber looks at him bravely. And you two have no complaints. Would you be able to take my attack, Seventh Assassin? Saber releases her own restraints. Restraints? The air shakes as if responding in response to her will. Sword erupts with a massive amount to win. Assassin retreats a bit. The wind pressure released from Saber is extraordinary. Not only Assassin, but even the large firm trees of the forest start shaking and creaking. Okay, it is a flow of wind like an explosion. The trapped air is released and explodes outwards. The raging air that would easily blow away a normal person is coming out Saber's sword. This is the power of a sword. Invisible air is a sword that has a wind sealed in it. The sword that covers itself in compressed wind changes the refraction of light to make it look invisible. So this phenomenon occurs once the wind is released. The released wind seeks to escape and emits itself chaotically into the surroundings. Oh, you took the sheath off. In that instant, it is the commanding magic of this sword that allows it to freely manipulate the raging wind. With Saber possessing incredible amounts of magical energy, she should be able to hold this boundary field for a few minutes. As proof, her sword is still invisible, even though she has already released this much wind. It is like a typhoon, but the power of the raging wind does not abate, though a wind emitted from Saber's sword is about to engulf Assassin. It cannot be just this. I'll find out what is behind all this, Saber. It just makes it slightly windy. Okay. Assassin closes in against the blinding, raging wind. Saber's arms move to attack the assassin, who is calmly advancing in the strong wind that allows no approach. The sword clad in wind war's end is at the end of interlude 2. Interlude out, yeah, okay. Status screen updated. Well, I got updated. Was it Saber? No. Is it Assassin? Two set by him, Gazy. Anti-personnel demonic sword. Maximum plus people 1. Ultimate technique slices the opponent with 3 arcs at the same time. It is said to be a multi-dimensional refracting phenomenon. It is an unavoidable attack, though in a different sense than that of Gay Bulk. It has bouncy B+, clear and serene, barrier that nullifies mental intervention. Since he is not an assassin, he cannot use the assassin ability, presence concealment, but he can conceal his presence as a master of martial arts. Knowledge of Foremost Harmony B, a special ability that prevents reduction of the effectiveness of an attack, no matter how many times it is used on the same using against the same opponent, attacks will not be perceived by the enemy. What? So they just instantly forget after you do an attack? Prevents reduction of the effectiveness of attacks. Does that mean you don't have fatigue? I don't know what that means. What the hell is that? What gives me that Teruto Temple is a typhoon-like sound of wind. How did you get here so quickly? That's a saber there, right? At the top of the steps in front of the temple gates is an armored figure-like saber confronting a figure in a kimono. The wind must be surrounding Saber as the trees on the mountains are creaking as if being pursued by her. Damn, is it impossible to get near her like this? I can't even open my eyes because of the strong winds. I managed to get up the steps looking down, but the wind gets stronger. No, I can't get near Saber. I can see Saber fighting with someone up there, but I can't do anything. No, first of all, if I do make it all the way up there, in order over this wind, I'll only burden her. My left arm aches again. The command spell is on my hand is throbbing. I don't know what it means, but I can't help it because that image flashes in my head every time it throbs. Damn, I'm desperate here. I'm getting desperate here. Why don't you use the command spell? I reach out to the steps with my eyes closed. I lie down, trying not to get blown by the wind and start to move upwards. The wind gets stronger, but nothing must have happened above, as even I, an amateur mages, can feel that an enormous amount of magical energy is about to be released. My command spell throbs. It is as if it is warning me about the wind, and about something that is going to happen above me. Wait, could this be Saber's magical energy? But then, why is she doing something like this with that wounded body of hers? No, should she even be doing this at all? Saber cannot replenish her magical energy, so she should be using her magical energy readily. She has to leave me in charge of fighting and stay as my backup, or her magical energy will run out, and I get up and went up the stairs. This is no time to be crawling. I don't know what Saber's planning to do, but I have to stop her. It must be luck that I avoided it. Something like a dagger flies across right in front of me as I try to run up the temple gate. Who's there? I look over the trees in the mountains up to the side of the stairs. There's no mistake about it. I didn't notice it because of the strong wind before, but someone's hiding near there. Don't play around, don't hide a coward and come out. I raised my voice, that voice that should have been drowned out by the wind. Echoes throughout the area, and it surprises even me. The wind stopped. I look up the temple gate. There is a man in a kimono, holding a long sword and Saber's back. Stop right there, Saber. Someone is trying to steer. A glance at your technique. The man in the kimono says with a faint smile. He's is staring into the forest like I am. If we continue, this match will not be just not be between just us. I do not know if this shameless one hiding there is going to attack the winner of it, um, or if he's only here to watch. But either way, this is less interesting now. Alright, the man says so with disinterest and starts to go up the stairs. Stop! I'm not gonna sell this match, assassin. I will settle this match if you come through the gate. I will not allow anyone to step through this gate, but that is unfortunately my only role. I have no intention of stopping you if you are to retreat. Well, that idiot hiding in the trees is a different story. If it is someone I do not take a liking to, I will not let them uh, through on my life, nor will I let them retreat alive. The man called assassin goes up the stairs. You manipulated Saber. Well, the same goes for me, as I did not notice the presence of this person. I could have shown you my full technique if you continued, but we were interrupted at a bad time. It must be a futurist for you. Saber's holding her head in regret, hanging her head. The killing intent fades away, not because of Assassin's word, but Saber herself must know it is disadvantageous to fight now. Okay, see you, see your pickup is here as well. That boy must be your master. Leave behind the idiots sneaking at. Look at his. Uh. Leave. Be, leave before the idiot sneaking. Look at his changes his target to him. Hmm. An assassin disappears. He must have become a spirit, and it must be his demonstration that he will not attack us until we advance. Saber does not say anything. She just has her back to me as she quietly stands there. Hey, Saber. There's no answer even when I call out to her. I think it's strange, so I start to go up the stairs. What? The armor Saber has on suddenly disappears. The girl's defenseless, blue clothes. Saber that's turning around. Does she run out of magical energy or something? I stop Saber with my arms as she falls down the stairs. Saber does not move at all. She is unconscious with her eyes closed in pain. Can I use a command spell to get more magical energy? I don't know how this works. I don't think so. Ha ha ha. I'm finally home. It has taken 2 hours to carry Saber back from Rudo Temple. There were a lot of problems, but we managed to get home safely. Ha ha ha. I lay Saber down in the hallway. Saber was really light. She only weighed about 40 kilograms. Wouldn't normally have been this tired. What? But that's only if the weight isn't moving. I don't know that it was such a hard task to carrying a human, a girl too. The fatigue is great, not physically but mentally. It's because my attention was disrupted by things like it's just, why does she have to suddenly lose consciousness? She uses too much magical energy, I guess. I look at the sleeping Saber. She must be completely unconscious. She looks like she's about to open her eyes if I call out her name, even though she's sleeping like a corpse. Damn. There's so many things I wanted to say when I left the house, but I can't say anything when she's making a stupid face like that. Oh well, I'll bring it up when you wake up, Saber. I murmur. And this is how I reach out to Saber again. Well, I don't care. It doesn't concern me what your taste is or what you're doing. Hey, Tosaka. For some reason, Tosaka's in the hallway even though it's past 2 in the morning. Tosaka? Why are you looking at me as if you've seen a ghost? I don't have any complaints, so you can continue. I only got to take a drink. You're wrong. Completely wrong. It's a long story, but I'm only trying to take Saber to her room. Do you understand? Yeah, so it seems. Don't lie to me. It sounds like you don't understand. I'm saying I do. Saber went to fight by herself, and you went and stopped her, right? And there was some sort of trouble, so Saber came back unconscious. How about that? Yeah, amazing. You're perfectly right, but how do you know? Of course I can tell. There was a likelihood that Saber would go off to battle by herself, and the Master will be informed of that once the battle starts. That's why this development is within the scope of my deduction. I see, that's fine, but so Tosaka predicted that Saber would go off to fight by herself. So what are you gonna do? Aren't you going to take Saber to her room? If you let her sleep here, sure, even a servant will catch a cold. Do they catch those things? I don't know. So I was gonna take her to back her room. I was gonna carry her, but well, you're too lazy. I guess you usually take it up for 2 hours. It's hard to do so when she's watching. Saga, sorry, but can you carry Saber? Me? Well, that's fine. Then can you prepare some tea? I'm curious to hear what happened. I'm gonna tell you what happened. Okay. Tosaka picks up Saber. I wasn't easy about her being so understanding, but as long as I've asked her to do so, I have to go prepare some tea. Okay. Time gonna skip, or are I actually gonna talk? Okay. Tosaka takes Saber to my room. I'm preparing tea in the kitchen. My tea. She must not mean Japanese tea. This place only has English tea and tea bags, though. Well, it can't be helped if we don't have any. I decide she can complain if she wants, and I can make the tea with the tea bag. Shiro, can I talk to you? Oh, Tosaka's back. Yeah, hold on a moment, I'll be right over there. Can you talk? Are you gonna say something? I put the 2 teacups on a tray and head to the living room. There. Now she's here. But next to Tosaka, Saber changed into her normal clothes. Saber, why weren't you asleep? She was, but it's not a long-lasting sleep, and she just woke up. I assume she's tried to use a large amount of magical energy, and at once, and her body shut off. It's like an electrical breaker, the kind that forces the power to be turned off before it shorts out, you know? Saber's quiet as Tosaka explained to you. Seeing her usual attitude, my complaints return. Saber, do you know what you did? There's no reason I would not know. I proceeded to Rido Temple and battled the servant assassin. We noticed the presence of the 3rd servant during a battle, so we suspended it. No, I'm not talking about that. What I'm asking is why you fought. As again, it's only natural for a servant to fight. How about you, Shiro? Why are you a master telling me not to fight? Well, I unconsciously hesitate to reply. Well, it's because my character has low magical power, so you need to be a lot more strategic, and you can't just go because she's too reliant on the master applying magical power, and she clearly hasn't figured out that he can't do that. As I know I'm contradicting myself, but Spice telling Saber not to fight, but still. I can't let something like that happen again. That can't be your only reason. You should actually explain things. Then I would like to ask you instead, it seems that you dislike battle, but do you really expect to survive the Holy Grail war like that? It seems that we will only be defeated by the masses if we follow your policy. Of not going into a place without a plan? Of course not. I will repel dangers that come at me and I don't intend to get killed helplessly. Aside from that, I don't want Saber fighting. No, I don't hate the fighting, I just it must be simpler than that. In short, girls can't get hurt. As a guy, I can't let that happen, so if I'm going to let you fight, I'm going to fight myself. You can't fight yourself. You have no magical abilities. What? You're saying you will not let me fight because I'm a woman? Are you insane? Servants are beings that protect their masters. It's natural for us to get hurt, as we are being summoned only to fulfill that task. Sex of the servant is of no concern, and beyond that you'll treat me a warrior as a woman. Please take your words back, Shiro. Saber comes at me with a glare, but I won't be pushed back by her pressure. What is she saying, that she is a knight before she is a woman? Saying such unreasonable things with that small body of hers that even I can carry. I'll not take back my words. It may be true that you're strong, but you're still a girl. Don't get worked up over just an insignificant thing, you idiot. Are you not the one getting worked up over insignificant things? Are you saying you do not want to be protected by a woman? My body is that of a heroic spirit. Forget about such trivial aspects. Alright. It's not trivial at all, jeez. It's not okay for me. Even if it's only for you, it's my mistake from the beginning to have someone fighting my place. I can't. You can't do it in the first place. What are you saying? You have no magical power. And you can only fight a servant. I can't allow someone to get hurt in place of saving me. I should be the one doing the saving. What are you talking about? I've been working hard to become a person who can help others like my father, so... Damn, listen, just don't fight, Saber. I'll be doing the fighting. You shouldn't have any complaints about that, because I'm saying we'll fight as you wish. What's wrong with this guy? What? You're absurd. Do you think a human can match a servant? You should already know you are no match for the servants. Please recall what happened when you were attacked by Lancer. You would have certainly been killed if I had not appeared. It won't be the same against any other servant. You won't know unless we try. I was just prepared that time now. We can prepare as much as possible, so I can I might at least be able to sneak an attack on them. What was he talking about? Ridiculous. A shield prepared by you would be no better than paper. Yeah, you haven't really made any new tools anyway. Well, what a horrible thing to say, Saber. You can learn your strengthening magic. Maybe you can strengthen Saber's blade. I don't know. You are the one insulting the servants. You are conceited, thinking that you can defeat a heroic spirit as a mere human. Saber and I glare at each other. It's no use. Looks like this conversation it's going nowhere with no compromise in sight. You're wrong, Saber. Shiro is insulting the servants. It's not because the conversation won't go anywhere if you misunderstand that. Vin? What do you mean by that? Well, in short, he just doesn't want to get you hurt. I don't know why, but she was full of devotion to others, right? She was more important to you than you are, right? Tosaka looks at me. That's not true. I didn't say Saber was important to me. That's a lie. You couldn't say you would fight yourself unless you thought so, because you already know you can't beat a servant yourself. But saying you'll fight in spite of that means that Saber isn't more important to you. Why? You guys barely know each other. Huh. Well, it's like if you say so, but that's why you fight even though it's absurd to do so. You try to win even when you Realize you have no chance of winning. You don't care if you die in the process. It sounds more like he just doesn't value his own life, but okay. Because for you though, I don't know why. The people are more important than yourself. No, I didn't mean that at all. That's why you should understand Saber. He's an idiot. He'll protect you against that berserker. That's why he's saying seriously the hell fight. I don't know how much of Tosaka's explanation Saber understood, but Saber takes a deep breath and looks at me. It's over for you. Shiro, what Saber? I will approve of you fighting, but if that is the case, I have something else in mind as well. So what? What else in mind? Sword training. I'll teach you as much ship as is it possible in the allocated time allowed. If you will accept that, I will accept your opinions as well. What's the point of learning fighting? Am I gonna kill the masters once you fight the servants? I don't think so. What? Does that mean she'll train me in swordsmanship? Because she allows me to fight from now on? Man, I wanna be really annoyed if you kill a master on your own after saying all this stuff. Hold on, that's emotional flab on your mind, Saber. Teaching Shiro swordsmanship, cut it out. There's no way you can match your servant with something like that. That is true, but it would be better than not knowing. She should at least reduce hesitation in battle. I can only gamble on Shiro's determination after that. But this is a real Bowser anyway. There is nothing one can obtain if they are not fit for it. Well, you're right when you put it like that. Readiness of fight won't come unless you do this, so at least once. Yes, so once, no, not once, but as many times as time allows. I would like for Shiro to experience death in battle and become familiar with fighting. You want to kill him? Okay. The two talk dangerously. Hold on, I didn't say I would. And I guess I'll teach him about magic. If Saber's gonna train his body, I'll train his knowledge. Well, that was the initial promise anyway, so I guess I'll start proper training from tomorrow. Please, if you do that, I can concentrate on the sword myself. Alright. It's fine then, since we've decided let's break up for tonight, it looks like we're gonna be busy tomorrow. Cool, I guess. Tosaka waves goodbye and disappears into the outer building. Okay. I'll be resting as well, you should also rest. Shiro, I'll help you train in the dojo tomorrow. Okay. She gives a small bow and goes back to her room. The living rooms are the untouched teas and myself standing there dumbfounded. They didn't drink here? So I know I said I would. The words of my mother I ignored. Well, the already confusing situation looks like it'll get even stranger. But she asked for it. I can't even guess what will happen tomorrow. I'll see, but I'll have to save the energy at least. Are you just gonna leave it out? Everything starts for my body. Well, you could say that I can only rely on the hopes that if my body is well prepared, I can overcome any hardships. I guess you left it out. Okay. Day change. Sword of Magic 1. It's like training music. Is it safe? It did. Okay. Well, alright then.